If you look on the maps throughout Stoneworks, one nation that recently merged upon the maps is the Crownlands of Ashai, a combination of nations such as Rayuna, Varn Torum, and the Radican Empire. Inside each and every single one of them have interesting cultures, history, and beauty beyond the imagination. I'm Phelan Lancaster, and we'll be travelling through Ashai to see what wonders we can find within the Crownlands. We begin our travels in the heartland of Varn Torum, the Crownlands province and capital city, Khun-Drakhar. During the events of Lagnir, where the server would experience 2 TPS for days on end, Captain Flair led an expedition to the mountains of where the capital is today, and began excavating underground for a starter base, which is still there within the inner mountains. This capital has been here ever since Eldom was discovered, and led to the creation of the Varn we know today, being one of the oldest nations within the history of Eldom. However, to the Varn Torum we know today, we must dive into the past and see what led to the direct monarchy that we live in today. Varn Torum withstood one major conflict and several governmental changes throughout its lifetime. The conflict with the old nation of Yazima requested that Varn should merge with them after they left the Northern Lights Alliance. However, Zektor, former leader of Varn, refused that request, and Yazima declared war on our nation, which ended in a quick victory for Varn Torum. Afterwards, many governmental changes happened, most notably the time where Varn somewhat became like the Kingdom of France, with a triarchy being installed, and the different groups such as the clergy, the nobility, and everyone else just appeared. I don't know myself. Funnily enough, Gary decided to remove that, and then became the direct monarchy we know today. The capital was mostly inhabited by dwarves, but sadly died out, and only a small amount of them still exist within the capital. Nowadays, there is a mixture of demons and humans, with dark magic mostly, and the other races that roam the streets living a normal day as it is. The nation is mostly known for its forging techniques, and was known worldwide within Eldom's earliest days. This is where all the armor and tools and weapons would be distributed across the world. An old tradition that was done within the capital was Founders Day, where people would bring items of different value to seal within a big tree in the Dark District. Now we go to the most exciting part of this, the underground itself, where we get to explore the full capacity of what's inside. I think it's time we have a look now. The underground has been around from the very beginning. The endless caverns throughout the mountains, with different vegetation and environments within, and even where people even live. It is truly remarkable and outstanding with the amount of dedication and the amount of time and effort placed into these caverns. It's just truly remarkable. We even managed to find some of the villagers here too. Well, that's a little rude, isn't it? The soulforge is one of the most well-known aspects within the capital, where it is rumoured that they have used souls of people to create the most powerful weapons and armour known to mankind. It is truly a testament to their pure craftsmanship. But it's also been well documented on this forge being the reason King Gary got so rich in the process. Now this is what I call true architecture right here. The castle is at the forefront of the city, where the royal family resides in, and where they can see the most amazing views within the tower just behind me, showing the entire city. It is relatively new though, as the castle was created during the invasion of the dark creatures within the capital months ago. As I was walking by, I saw this market stall, and I saw all the beautiful wares that it had. Sure, small things, but it still looked respectable. so I had the brilliant idea that I would go to the market stall and see what was there in the capital square. And truly I was amazed by the marketplace and its well-versed community, where people can enjoy the wares that are produced for the people and to socialize publicly too. It is truly fantastic to understand that the community within this city can still survive under any pressure it has been given, and now that the Ashai markets are going to help revamp this market, it's going to make products much more better. Just look at me walking into this honey bar, and the products and the scenery with inside of it were truly spectacular. Hell, I even found this market. Well, that's something I don't see every day. Huh. Even outside the market squares, there's always a good place to socialize, like this little park here, the Willow Gardens. And after all that adventure, I managed to meet up with the Lord of this city, and they managed to show me some spectacular photos of the night sky here. Now, these photos here you've got here, my goodness, these are absolutely fantastic. The colours and such, and the clear sky, it's just absolutely fantastic. Say, I'm just speechless here at this point. Just absolutely speechless. While we have seen the city at its full entirety, it's time that we set the sails and set off for our next adventure. On next week's episode, we will be travelling to the provinces of Metfuya, Coletria, and Jinzander.